Several weeks ago, I sent you a letter giving you an update of our building progress, where we're at practically. Today I kind of wanted to show you, right? I know that so many people want to see the inside of the new church. Well, at least today I can give you a glimpse of really what we're very excited about. Even where I'm standing, you may not realize it. He's backing up a little bit to give you a different view. I'm standing where the altar is going to be. You know, this is a sacred space. Even when I come over here, and I should tell you, occasionally I come over and pray my rosary in this space, thinking about what this space hopefully can be, right? A space not just to come and pray, but to engage souls for witness, to lead people to a deeper love of Christ, way beyond us. Even, the questions people have been asking me, and sometimes even people are a little nervous, like, is it going to be big enough? Be assured it's going to be big enough, right? It's 20% bigger seating capacity than our previous church. And not only is it bigger in terms of capacity, in terms of seating, but just in awe, right? That's the thing, the word that I think of when I come in here is just like, wow, right? We see the higher walls creating, hopefully that opportunity for us to raise our hearts and minds and souls to God. Along with that question of seating, people sometimes ask like, okay, are we like on time? Is everything, going as expected? And for the most part, the answer is yes, right? We've been really blessed with great weather in the fall. So block is being completed. I'm sure you've seen some of that. But then along with that, next week, hopefully, or the week after, steel beams will be placed in. The decking will go on. They'll put plastic on the windows here soon, and then ultimately pour the floor, right? Hopefully you understand your part in all this. I said all those things that are supposed to happen soon. Well, a lot of that depends upon weather. And we know God's ultimately in charge, so we pray for that. We do want to, when we talk to you, we want to give you some insights of where things are and where things are going, but then also give you like a feature piece of something that's going into the new church. Today we want to do a feature on the actual CMU block. I'm not sure you've thought about block too much, and to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever really thought about block, but I do now, because I know how special this building is, and I know the real emphasis that we're placing to build a church that'll be here 100 years from now.
How you doing? My name's Nick Hart. I'm with Summit Masonry. This is Brian Lawson. He's our site superintendent for Summit Masonry as well. Father had asked that we could talk a little bit about where the current project is, kind of what's been, what you guys have been seeing, what's been going on out here. Right now we are about, I would say 90% complete. We're racing to beat cold weather. 90% complete with the structural masonry. We have steel coming in on Monday. These walls that you see here are considered the shear walls on this structure, which is kind of a unique situation. Nowadays, about the only place where we see CMU construction like this is in schools, things that are designed to last a really long time. This building, this structure we're building here, we consider to be a 100+ year structure. And just to kind of clarify too, so this type of building structure is going to be built with CMUs. CMUs in our terminology is concrete masonry units. What's really unique about this is the largest CMU that they offer. So it's a 12-inch thick CMU. It weighs approximately 54 pounds, each unit does. And then on top of that, if you look up there and you get some other shots here, we'll see every cell is filled with 2 number 6 rebar vertically and is filled with 3,500 pea gravel grout. So all these walls are grouted solid. We've had typically about 10 masons on this project. Everybody in our company, we've got about 50 masons. Everybody in our company is always saying, can I get out there? Can I work on this job? This is a job where, we plan on driving by and showing our kids, and long after we're gone, this is a structure that's still going to be standing. This will be hopefully one day a historic site where 100 to 200 years from now, they're saying, whoever built this, did a really quality job, and it's really exciting to see that. Brian, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I've been here on the project the entire time. There's definitely more challenging in some aspects than some of the things that I've done in my career, but it makes a guy proud to do something like this, to be a part of it, and see it from the start to finish. It really does mean something to these tradesmen, to do good quality job.
I told Brian when he started this job, I said, Brian, this is one you're going to want to do a good job on, because this might be the only one you get to build in your career with this much detail. It's got jack arches, which when we say that terminology now to a commercial contractor, they don't even recognize that. That's old world masonry, So it's got arches, it's got jack arches, it's going to have beautiful limestone on it. Everything is going to be very well thought out. And the one thing I will say too is when you look at these walls and how they're braced, there's a lot more that goes into it than what just Brian and myself are doing. The team at PJ Hare, they've done everything. They've helped engineer some of this stuff. They've been on top of it. They've got an excellent crew. When we look at a project like this, a lot of it goes into who is the general contractor. This is not something you want to go at by yourself. It's complicated. It's extremely detailed. There's just got to be a lot of eyes on it. And we've had a great team here so far. Father's put this team together, and we're really thankful to be part of it.
Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of what's happening in the church this week. There'll be more coming, and we'll try to keep you updated as much as we can. One thing to think about, I mentioned it in our last letter, that we will be having a moderate shortfall. New family receptions happening in January. We have 55 new families since a year ago. So it's interesting that we'll be able to share this with more people and see where they can participate in this project. Along with that, for those of you who might be in a position to help, or those of you who gave one-time gifts last year, we'll be reaching back out. But know ultimately of my thoughts and prayers for this entire project. I'm excited about this. I look forward to this, and I thank you for all you've done to get us to this point. God bless. We'll be in touch.